The seed was planted back in 2008 when Travis Kalanick and his co-founder Garrett Camp were in Paris. They had a difficult time hailing a taxi and thought, why not create the ability to press a button and get a ride? Hi, I'm Joe with the Rideshare Guy, and today we're going to talk about a brief history of the rideshare industry. Uber pioneered the concept of real-time ride requests via a smartphone app in the middle of 2010. They were originally only their black car service, commercially licensed drivers driving high-end black cars. Today, that service is called Uber Black. They found a lot of success with the service model, but it was a premium price point and there was a limited driver pool. 2 years later, in the middle of 2012, Lyft came along with the idea, why not open that driver pool to everyone with a car? Many probably assume that Uber created the rideshare concept, but it was actually Lyft. Lyft was founded by Logan Green and John Zimmer, who had created another rideshare company called Zimride in 2007. Lyft's original tagline was, "Your friend with a car," as opposed to Uber's, which was everyone's private driver. Lyft wanted to create a friendly peer-to-peer feel because essentially you were getting into the car of a stranger. They encouraged passengers to sit in the front seat, and they also encouraged drivers to fist bump passengers when they entered the car as a greeting. They also gave drivers pink mustaches to put on the grills of their cars as sort of a funny icebreaker as well as a marketing technique. They originally launched with a donation-based payment model in order to get around certain regulatory issues. Shortly after Lyft came to market, Uber launched their own low-cost option called UberX. They originally launched with a fleet of Priuses and SUVs and still utilized commercially licensed drivers. At first, Uber actually scoffed at the idea of rideshare and viewed it as illegal. They waited for a few months hoping that Lyft would be shut down, but it turned out that rideshare was the model. It was much more affordable and the driver pool was expansive. So in the beginning of 2013, Uber opened UberX to that same driver pool. UberX was now nearly an identical model to Lyft. Lyft and UberX would then go on to launch at or around the same time in many new markets. Uber has expanded worldwide, while Lyft has decided only to operate in the United States, with worldwide expansion a future goal. Uber has experienced quite a bit more growth in the United States. They currently own about 75% of the market. One of the main advantages is Uber has raised nearly $9 billion in venture capital, while Lyft has raised right around $3 billion. That amount of capital has allowed Uber to grow quite a bit faster than Lyft and also dictate pricing. Uber has initiated nearly all price drops, and back in 2015, Lyft waited 8 months to match that year's price drop and had a negative impact on ridership. Since then, Lyft has matched all price drops immediately after Uber. So now we're in 2017 and Uber has had somewhat of a difficult year, and it has allowed Lyft to gain a significant share in the market. In response, Uber has actually let go of several high-level executives as well as hired a new CEO. So in summary, Uber came before Lyft. They originally launched as only their black car service. 2 years later, in the middle of 2012, Lyft came along with the concept of rideshare. In the beginning of 2013, they began to compete head-to-head and are still competing aggressively today. We are only in the beginning stages of what this industry can become, and if the next few years are anything like the last 5, it will be a very interesting time. Thanks for watching and drive safe.